All right, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to hop right on back into this conversation. Nathan, I am going to go ahead and start with you. Again, we have a lot of questions. So, you know what, let's go ahead and start with Janae first since it's right here. I want to know, what is is crypto a good investment?
So I would say no. And I would point to this as actually a young man that researched it. He went to one of the head of the cryptocurrency companies, and he said, "How much of this is actually liquid?" And he said, "Well, actually, only 15% of all cryptocurrency is liquid, and the rest of it is speculation." So if you want to know why you shouldn't put your money in it, that is the reason why.
And keeping you on here as well too, Janae, someone asked, I pay my debt via my credit union bank. It takes them 2 to 3 days to release payment, then another week to post. Is this delay hurting my score?
It's not even about hurting your score. You may need to find a new financial institution, mainly because it can end up being late, which would hurt your score. And you never know how everything is balancing out, and it could end up making you overdraft. It's just so many possible negatives that could come from that type of delay. So you may want to find a new financial institution.
Nathan, over to you. Someone asked, I always pay my balance off before the due date. Does it hurt or help my score?
So it's definitely going to help your credit score. Not only is it saving you money on the interest charges that would be placed on any balance carried, but one of the big factors that goes into your credit scores is your credit utilization, which is basically the percentage of your overall available credit that's being used. So if you're keeping that down to zero, then that's going to be better for your overall credit scores.
And just another question to bounce off of that. Why is it not a good idea to close credit card accounts?
Well, speaking back to credit utilization, if you have a credit card with a great payment history that's on your reports that you've had for years and years, that's positively impacting your credit scores. But then you close it because you don't use the card anymore or something, that's automatically removing all that from your credit reports. And also it's lowering your overall available credit. So even if you keep your amount of debt the same, but you lower your total available credit, that's going to negatively impact your credit score. So you might go, why did my scores go down? That would be the reason why. So unless you're paying a hefty annual fee, I highly recommend keeping any good credit card accounts that are paid off in full. Just put them in the drawer and don't use them, but keep them open.
Gotcha. And someone asked too, Nathan, if I am a roommate and paying rent money out of my account, will I still get credit towards my credit account?
I'm sorry, repeat that one more time.
No problem. If I am a roommate and paying rent money out of my account, will I still get credit towards my credit account?
If you're most renters don't take credit card as a form of payment, but if your credit card is what's paying it and you're paying it on time and there's no late payments being reported, that positive payment history is going to go towards the account that is making the payment, even if you're a roommate paying the bill. Obviously there's authorized users sometimes with credit cards, like having two names under one account, but it sounds like in this situation, if it's your actual credit card that's making the payment, then it would be reflected on your credit score.
We have a lot of folks asking about credit in particular. Maybe you can answer this in 15 seconds, so to say. If I add my daughter as an authorized user, does this help her build her credit?
Yes, one of the ways that a lot of people who are new to credit build credit is by becoming an authorized user. Just make sure you know that not only will all the good reflect on both accounts that are under that name, but also anything negative. So if the original cardholder makes a late payment, it's going to affect both names under the account, the authorized user and the original user.
All right. Thank you both so much for joining us. We'll be right back at 6 o'clock.